Hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Francis O'Connor, your admin for our group. Over the last couple of days, I've been sharing online with our groups about a situation that have really afforded me the opportunity to practice the relax and release process that Mickey Singer talks about all the time. A couple of members asked me to share that with the group. They just found it helpful. I didn't realize as I was sharing it that was possible, but I accept that, so I wanted to share with you all and what happened and what that process was like for me personally, and hopefully you may find it helpful. About a week ago or so, I was doing a music gig with my son, who's a wonderful musician. We both are musicians and we play together quite a bit. Towards the end of the gig, he sings a particular song on which I play keyboards. And for some reason I hit the keyboards and I hit it wrong. I hit the wrong key. And my son's response to that was to shout over the microphone to turn off the effing keyboard. Now, to say that hit like a bolt of lightning would be an understatement. It hit here, and it hit extremely hard. As I regrouped it later, it felt like I was a little 5-year-old boy being told off by my dad, who was an aggressive, alcoholic, violent man. And it brought that really flying to the fore for me. Even though it's my son and not my dad, it felt like that. So because I've been practicing Mickey's methods for quite a while, I immediately went to relax and release. So I went to a space where I just allowed myself to be quiet. I felt the disturbance, and believe me, it was a very deep and profound disturbance, but I allowed it to be present. I just sat with it. I put my hands on the keys and found the correct key and started to play. Normally I would have sung a harmony track with my son throughout that song, but I just stayed quiet. And as that was continually churning within me, I could feel the mind doing its thing. Things that we all know. This is not right. This should not be allowed to happen. Justice should be seen to be done. You have to say something. And all the time, Mickey's method was coming through to me. Just sit with the disturbance. And that's what I did. At the end of that particular song, I am normally the one who will speak to the audience. And because I was able to calm it down somewhat, I was able to speak to the audience in my normal way of speaking as an entertainer. At the end of the gig, my son said to me, "Hey Dad, would you like me to help you pack up your gear?" So I knew he knew something had occurred, that he was wrong. He didn't apologize. That's okay. I wasn't expecting that. I was more concerned with what was happening within here. I didn't want to have an argument or a fight or a disagreement with my son. What's extraordinary to me, for over a month, I have in front of me at my computer this piece of paper. I'll explain what it is in a moment. It's from Robert Adams. Robert Adams would be a disciple of Ramana Maharshi. And it simply says, the only freedom we have is to not react to anything. It's your mind that's reacting. It's your ego that's reacting. And the way to handle it is to just observe. Do not get involved by arguing, fighting, trying to change things or people. Just observe. And I had made a decision to really practice that to the best of my ability. It's the old story, be careful what you ask the universe for, because you may get it, right? As I've been attempting to practice that, I had no idea that particular event was going to occur. But it did. And I continued to observe it and allow that feeling to be present. I didn't try to push it away. I just wanted to be present with it. After the gig, I got in my car to drive home. It's still there, but I could feel it easing off. I got home, I spoke to my wife, and that really allowed the release process to go through. At that point, I had an image of my son, not as he was as we both were on stage, but as a little boy. And I know that I love that little boy, no matter what, unconditionally. So I was able to go to that. The next morning I spoke to my son and I said to him, hey, how about you and I getting dinner, having an evening together? We went to a movie and we had dinner a couple of days later. And what's extraordinary, just today, he called me and said, Dad, I'm in the recording studio. I'm actually recording the particular song that we had the situation over. And he said, I would really like you to come into the studio and sing harmony and play on the keys for me. Does this work? Absolutely. Is it easy? Absolutely not. I did not find that first 10, 15 minutes easy. I found it difficult. But Mickey's technique is true. You sit with it, you allow it to be present, you observe and you notice. That's what I did. I allowed it to begin to dissipate. Yes, if it's a heavy situation, it may take some time to dissipate. I allowed that to happen. I cannot tell you how grateful I am for this process. There have been many occasions I've used this before, but this was because it's personal and it's familial, it felt pretty extreme. I just wanted to share that with the group. If you have any thoughts or questions on that, please feel free to reach out to me here on Facebook or to any of our groups that we have on Zoom throughout the course of the week. Grateful to be here. Love you guys. Thank you for being part of this absolutely amazing adventure that we have here on Facebook every single day for the last 6 years. Thank you. Namaste.